So I got to ask you, are you converting your leads at a high enough percentage to make it extremely profitable for you? And you feel confident in where you're going with your business? Are you converting at a high level where you're thinking, you know what, I need to turn on the jets. I need to get more of these leads coming in because it's very, very profitable with the approach that I'm using. That's our topic for the day today. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every day to help you in growing your business. And I'm halfway home. Many of you know we've been in North Carolina for a couple of days for a mastermind. I'm halfway home now. We've got to hit the road in just a moment because we are doing our $100,000 agent challenge today. So I've got to get home in order to present for that. So our topic for this morning's meeting here is how well are you doing on your conversion? The first thing I want you to do, if you want to convert at a higher level, is to look at what does your follow-up sequence, what does your automated emails and text messages and Facebook messages, what does that system look like right now? So if I were to ask you to combine all of the leads that you've generated over the past year, do you have all of those in one centralized location? And how often do they hear from you? You know, for an awful lot of agents, they're like, I email them every other week, or I email them once a month, or they have a newsletter they email them or something. And just, you know, they don't really make an effort to provide helpful, educational-based content. So those buyers and sellers want to do business with you. So it's all about the quality of what you put out. You know, how much is too much? So I've had agents say, well, I don't want to email 2 or 3 times a week. That seems like it's too much. To who? Right? Like if you don't like somebody, them texting you once a week is too much. But if it's your spouse, if it's something you're interested in, I would anticipate my spouse would text me at least 3 or 4 times a day, every single day forever. As a matter of fact, if we went a half a day and I didn't hear from you, I'd be like, what's going on here? Are you okay? Well, look, somebody that's building their life's dream of buying a home, or they're going to be selling a home to move to another property, this is top of mind presence for them. This is something they're very, very interested in. And you need to provide helpful content. Now, they don't want it and they will unsubscribe if you put out garbage. But if you just go right back to the basics and you say, okay, of all of the leads that I've generated over the past year, on average, they're getting this number of communications per week, this number of communications per month. In most cases, you're going to see what the problem is there. Right? Like that's the issue. We're not in front of them often enough. So there's actually a formula that you can use. And this is a really simple formula that works really well. The more offers you put in front of your prospects, the more home sales you're going to have. It's that simple. The more offers you put in front of them, the more home sales you're going to have. As a matter of fact, you can take your entire list. You can take your sphere of influence, your unconverted leads, your friends and family, your past clients, absolutely everybody. You can put them all in one pot and you could offer them information on new construction this week. And then next week, you can offer information on how much you can afford now that interest rates have changed. And then the next week, you can offer information on how much your property is worth in today's market. And you can keep rotating through these things so that every week, some of them are going to reply. You're going to get responses every single week. You got 3 of them that plucked out this week. You got 2 that plucked out next week. And then you've got 4 more that plucked out the next week, which means you have 9 that you're working with. Or you can leave them in your list and say, I don't want to email people because they might unsubscribe. Work with the 9 that you can get closed. And the only ones that will unsubscribe are the ones that are not going to work with you. So let's go ahead and make that happen right now. They're not going to work with you when it does come time to sell because you don't have any content in front of them. So if you want to convert at a much higher level, the first thing you've got to do is look at how often am I in front of them with whichever media that you're using. I would use a combination of all of those. So email, direct mail, physical mail in their mailbox, text messages, potentially voice broadcasts, social media posts, direct messaging. All of these different approaches work very, very well if you have a good offer. But keep in mind that just like direct mail, if you've got garbage going out, you'll be 0 for 50,000 postcards. If you have good content going to the right market, you can get 2 closings out of 10 postcards. So it's the quality of the message that matters, not the media that you're using. You have to have a good message that you're utilizing. But for the vast majority of agents, it's just that they do nothing. I mean, you know what the number one complaint from buyers is? No realtor will ever call me back. I never hear from anybody. Nobody will reply to me. That's what their issue is. It's certainly not that people are bothering me. It's certainly not, man, this realtor keeps giving me all kinds of helpful information. This realtor showed me how I could save money on my mortgage and how to get a better deal on a home. I can't believe he keeps sending me information on how to get access to properties before they hit the open market. He's sending me info on how I can sell my current house for $10,000 more. This is so unwanted. No, it's good quality content. The more of that you put out, the more the cream's going to rise to the top. You're going to make money because you have an effective communication going with motivated prospects that are ready right now. What you don't want is to get a bunch of leads, try and call them a couple times, nothing turned out, or they say, I'm not interested. And you say, those leads are no good. I need to get more leads. I need to cancel that program and get some more leads. Well, you've done that on the last 13 programs. Do you really think the 14th one is going to be the magic sauce? Or do you think maybe the system sucks? Do you think maybe the approach that you're putting in place to convert them is what actually sucks? So if you get that part of it right, game changer for your business. We've got, I'm thinking about this because I've been getting some emails from agents. They're asking about, can you cover this at the upcoming coaching retreat? We have our Hustle and Grow conference coming up next month, or a little over a month. And they're asking, can we do a session on this? And one of the sessions we're going to be doing is how you do a better job of automatically converting leads, meaning it's done in an automated way. It doesn't involve you sitting down with a 3-ring binder or with a CRM program or anything like that. How do you make that happen in an automated way? So, we teach a lot of that in Inner Circle coaching. So if you go into the member site and you look at a lot of those email sequences that we use, the text sequences that we use, how you convert at a higher level, just plug that into your business so you can get money coming out. But what you don't want to do is fight obscurity, right? Dealing with obscurity. Nobody knows who you are, what you offer. They don't even remember filling that out because it was 4 months ago. They haven't heard from you since. That is a big issue for your real estate business. So one of the key factors for you is be in front of them early and often. Have helpful information in front of them as often as you possibly can. And by doing that, sure, you're going to get some hate. You know who the hate's going to be? The people that aren't going to work with you. But you're going to get some love. You know who that's going to be from? The people that will work with you, and they love the offer that you have for them. That's what you want to focus on, helping the people that you can help. You cannot make everybody happy, so you might as well make the ones happy that are willing to work with you. That's a really good move for your business. So take an honest assessment, look at your conversion approach right now of the 50 leads you got from Zillow, the 10 leads you got from your brokerage, the 30 leads you got from wegotthebestleads.com, and whatever all these different systems are that you have. How effective are you converting them? Because all they did was give you the contact info. What happened after that? If I called them today and I could reach them on the phone, which is usually unlikely, but if I could reach them on the phone and I said, yeah, Joe Johnson, the realtor that got your lead and has been contacting you, would they even know who you are? Have they consumed any of your content? Do you even exist in the world of all of the leads that you have? Would they know you if they saw you? Would they know you if they saw your name? Would they recognize good, helpful information you've sent them, or are you obscure to them? They'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And that's usually the real problem in our business. It's certainly not from following up too much. Agents that do nothing are afraid they're going to do too much. You got to do a whole lot more. You've heard me give the example before, and we talked about it at the last coaching retreat as well. If you send an email every Friday for 10 weeks, how many emails did they get from you? If you send it every Friday for 10 weeks, how many emails did they get? 3. In 2.5 months, they got 3 emails because you have a 30% open rate. The other ones, they don't even recognize it was from you. It was deleted in the morning clean out, click, 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 delete. They never opened the thing. You have a 30% open rate. You can see that inside your system, which means in the last 2.5 months, a quarter of a year, they've heard from you 3 times because you've emailed them every Friday. Don't give too much credit to the amount of attention they're actually paying to you in the first place. So you got to be in front of them early and often. Hopefully that's of service to you. We've got a lot of training coming up on that. If you look at the video description below here, if you're not a member with us, that'll show you how you can get your business going in the right direction and give you a free training to help you in growing your business. But make sure you're following this channel and you ring the bell, turn on notifications so we can get you making more money. But I can guarantee you it's a lack of communication on your part that's causing you to not convert well, whether you're not communicating enough or you're communicating with garbage. Like if you've ever worked with some of these systems where they provide the leads for you, but they also have an automated drip email campaign that goes out. You ever read those damn things? It'll make you want to puke. Turn it off. It's garbage. It is not going to convert prospects. It's only going to make them mad until they unsubscribe. They won't use you because of the drip emails that they send out. Read the things and tell me I'm lying. This is how you do a better job in conversion. I'm going to show you some sequences at the coaching retreat. I want to show you some really good sales copy that's working well. We're going to get you making a lot more money. Check out the video description below. I'm Greg Luther. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.